Bonjour, mes amis. Je suis le Canadien. Welcome to episode 7 of the Hockey Talk Show, where I go over the week of hockey news, review, and figure out what's going on across the league. So let's start with the elephant in the room. um, we knew back in September, we knew that the players were going to the Olympics because of the deal had been struck with the NHL, the NHLPA, and the International Ice Hockey Federation. Well, as of today, well, at the time of this recording, it's Tuesday. It has been reported that the NHL players will not be traveling to Beijing for the 2022 Winter Olympics. Well, it was confirmed by ESPN earlier this afternoon. We still do not know if that is for certain, but that is the major report coming out. And if that's the case, which it probably is because of the Omicron variant running rampant, then I don't blame them. That's probably a good decision to do, to keep players back, and I really do approve of that. Although it sucks, it is what it is, and we got to deal with it. We could only get rid of this thing if we're all in it together. And speaking of the Omicron variant running rampant, it has caused several things to happen. Let's talk about them in chronological order, as well as mixing some other shit in there. This province of Ontario has ruled that basically they are limiting the capacity for both Leafs games and Senators games, as well as the NBA's Toronto Raptors, to 50%, which began this past Saturday. And I do not believe if food or drink will be served at those venues from just on point, but I doubt that is the case. So because of the Omicron variant, they had to reduce capacity by half, which sucks, and I understand, but fuck the virus, seriously. And our news real quick, the Blackhawks have reached a confidential settlement with former player Kyle Beach over the mishandling of the 2010 essay, which I'm not going to say the full thing out. We got to respect. And I believe they are working on a settlement with the second player in question, with the 16-year-old that was assaulted by the fucking piece of shit there. You deserve to be mentioned. As well, Quebec is going through the hard time with the Omicron variant as well. So much so that they had to bar fans from entering the building. And as of 5 p.m. a few days ago, it was said that the province of Quebec would be shutting down entirely. That means schools, bars, gyms, and that includes no attendance whatsoever at any Habs, basically at any professional or minor sports or junior sports anywhere in Quebec. Quebec is shut down, and probably rightfully so, though it's not the most ideal thing in the world, but it has to be done because this thing is rampantly ramped up. In other news, Paul Maurice has resigned as the coach of the Jets. This comes and he said, and I quote, I could not push this team any more than I was already able to. Basically, he did it on his own terms, and he felt that he needed to step back because he could only push them so far. And when the time eventually came, he knew his time was up. So he did it on his own accord. The players wanted him to stay, but he felt that it was his time. So for right now, Dave Lowry will assume interim duties. And it's also reported as well that Maurice has lost some passion of the game since the start of the pandemic, which I don't blame the guy for. As well as other news, like Jason Spezza's suspension that we reported a couple weeks ago was reduced from 6 games to 4, meaning the suspension is over, and he was eligible to play against the Canucks. And then a few hours later, he was put on the COVID list because of course. And related to the Omicron variant as well, British Columbia ordering the Canucks to play home games at 50% capacity until the end of January. So now people are starting to see limited capacities once again, which sucks, but it has to be done. And as well, more teams are being shut down as a result of this as well. As of a few days ago, it was said that the Avalanche, the Panthers, and the Flames had all shut down. The Jets are also moving to 50% capacity as well. And that started today at the time of recording, Tuesday. But there was a bunch of shit that got postponed. And at one point, they even had to cancel any games that were cross-border out of fear of spreading the virus, which I can understand that. And at this point as well, the NHL announced that they have shut down the season through the holiday break. Basically, this is because they just want teams to rest and all that. And with the players not being able to go to the Olympics, which is going to create scheduling conflict, they can use those dates to make up games that have not been played because of the virus. So they can definitely use those 3 weeks time and get all the games in. If you can't get all of them, you can get at least most of them into that time frame, which is probably going to be a good thing. But we'll see what happens from there on out, because fuck the virus, seriously. Bruins lose their defender Jakob Zaboral for the remainder of the season after he is expected to undergo. Actually, he underwent a surgery to repair his torn ACL. So, with that, the Bruins are kind of fucked. As well, the World Juniors in Alberta will be played at 50% capacity with no food or drinks in Edmonton nor Red Deer. And this will also apply to the Flames and Oilers after they come in for the holiday break. And speaking of the motherfucking fracking Flames, the mayor of Calgary has reported that the Flames owners intend to back out of the deal that would give them the new arena and event center. Because of fucking course. Like, seriously, look at Calgary with the Flames. You wanted this, right? You fucking wanted this. Why in the fuck would you back out of it? And you know, there's a chain here of tweets that was from the mayor. That was from the mayor of Calgary, Jyoti Gondek. That's set, and I will read the whole thing for you. It says, and I quote, "Today I spoke with Murray Edwards, primary shareholder of Calgary Sports and Entertainment Corp, or CSEC, about the future of the Event Center project. He informed me of the Flames' intention to pull the plug on the Event Center deal. Why? Here's what I know. The deal struck in summer 2019 envisioned a $550 million deal would cost split equally between CSEC and the city. In addition, the city provided land, 90% demolition of the dome, access flood site remediation, and levies. Total city contribution would be $275 million plus $222.4 million for a total of $297.4 million plus land. And this is in Canadian currency, by the way. Plus the value of the land. I supported that deal. In July 2021, CSEC asked to make changes to the above deal. CMLC removed as devil manager. Both parties added $12.5 million for potential cost overruns, and the city added up to $10 million in event management costs. Total value at that point, $307.4 million plus land. I did not support that deal. Since I was elected mayor, administration and my office have been working with CSEC to mitigate any additional costs. 2 costs were identified: climate mitigation of around $4 million in road/sidewalk right-of-way issues. And road/sidewalk right-of-way issues of $12.1 million. The city came to the table to assist with the $6.4 million in roadways, leaving $9.7 million for the Flames. Based on this cap, CSEC informed me they were walking away from our deal on a project worth over $650 million. To have one party walk away for 1.5% of the value of the deal is staggering. I want Calgarians to be the first to know. I am as disappointed as all of you that this is the way things are ending. Because of something that you refused to pay for something you wanted, you entitled fucks. You wanted this. You're gonna get exactly what you fucking asked for. You need to put your shit in too, Calgary. What the fuck? And then finally, the COVID list was out for today. 135 players are on that list, with 16 being added today. A total of 56 staff are on that list, with at least 13 referees and officials. At this point, there are no players that have been removed. And I am not reading all that. You can find it somewhere online and you could read it for yourself, but that is way too much. But anyway, that'll do it for this week episode of the Hockey Talk Show. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you did, leave a like. Comment down below if you guys want to see anything. If you haven't done so already, subscribe and join the Logical Nation. Until next time, je suis le Lâché Canadien. Bon nuit et au revoir.